Okay, so let's move on. Unit 10, free time. We're talking about vacations. And we are moving into lesson E. Lesson E, writing. All right, page 130. Lesson E. Before you write, work with a partner. Write the name of a tourist attraction in your community. Make a list of things to do or to see there. Okay, so for this exercise, you'll have to find a tourist attraction in your community, place where people like to come to see things or to do something, and write down the name of that attraction, and then make a list of 3 or more things that people do there. Okay, so for instance, in Duluth, there's a historical section about of Duluth that is centered around trains. So what I would do would be to look on the internet and find out information about this historical attraction that has to do with the train station in Duluth, Georgia. All right, and then I would write down 3 things about why people like to visit there. B, read the paragraph. All right, so let's read about county fairs. One of the biggest tourist attractions in many cities in the United States is the county fair. A fair has something for everyone. It has a beautiful flower show and a photography exhibit. If you have children, they will love the Ferris wheel and the fast rides. If you like animals, you can watch many different animal competitions. Sorry. The winner in each competition gets a blue ribbon. A fair also has displays of new products such as cleaning products and cooking tools. When you get hungry, you can buy food from one of the many booths. After you have eaten dinner, you can listen to a concert of live music until late in the evening. Many fairs end with spectacular fireworks. There really is something for everyone at the fair. Okay, so now we've read about the fair. Complete the outline. Write 5 examples of things to do at the county fair. Topic, sentence. A fair has something for everyone. Examples. So, let's look at our box here for tips. Use complex sentences to make your writing more interesting. Complex sentences are sentences with a dependent clause. If you have children, they will love the Ferris wheel and the fast rides. That's an example. Here's another example. When you get hungry, you can buy food from at least 25 different booths. Okay? So that's a good way of making your sentences more complex and more interesting using dependent clauses. So here, back in our example here, in our exercise, write 5 examples of things to do at the county fair. All right? So take some time and write down the 5 things that you see here. For instance, children, if they love Ferris wheels and fast rides, that's something for them. Beautiful flower shows and photography exhibits. Many different animal competitions, right? Displays of new products and such as cleaning products and cooking tools. You can buy food from mini booths if you get hungry. Another one is listen to concert music, live concert music in the late evening, and then watch spectacular fireworks. So if you like spectacular fireworks, that's another. All right. So take some time and write down your 5 examples of things to do at a county fair. And then in conclusion, there really is something for everyone at a fair. So let's pause the video and let's write down those examples and use complex sentences. All right? And let's share them during our Zoom meetings. Okay, letter D. Work with a partner. Look at the paragraph in exercise 1B. Find 4 complex sentences and underline them. All right? So let's take some time and underline 4 complex sentences that you find in this passage. All right. For instance, I would say, if you have children, right? If you have children, that is a dependent clause. They will love the Ferris wheel and the fast rides. That's another dependent clause. All right. Because if I said if you have children, period, you'd say what? If I had, then what? If I had children, then what, right? If I just said they will love the Ferris wheel and the fast rides, you would say who? Who would love these things, right? Because they're both dependent clauses, right? So for the first one, I would write, if you have children, comma, they will love the Ferris wheel and fast rides, the fast rides. Okay? So why don't we take some time and write down 4 complex sentences and underline them and then write them down. Okay? So that we know what they are and how to use them and how to write them. All right? So let's take some time and do that. Okay, let's move on. Number 2, write a paragraph about a tourist attraction in your city. Include the topic sentence, at least 3 examples, and a conclusion. Use at least 2 complex sentences in your paragraph. Before you write, make an outline. Use exercises 1B and 1C to help you. Okay? So, we can use this paragraph to formulate our story. All right? And then we can use the outline in 1C or C, I think it's 1C, to put together all of our sentences, and then we'll have to add a conclusion. All right, so we've got a topic sentence, we've got 5 sentences examples, which are examples of it. Actually, it's 3, right? 3 examples of tourist attractions in your city, and then a conclusion. All right, and within these 3 examples, we have to have at least 2 complex sentences. All right, so let's take some time, write those down, and use our outline in 1C, and we'll come back and continue on. Okay, so hopefully you will share this with us. Share your paragraph, your story with us, and you can send it through WhatsApp, an instant message for me, or DM, or you can send it to my email address and share it with us, and share it with me. All right, see how you did. But let's move on to number 3. where it says after you write, right? So let's make sure that we fill this out to make sure that your paragraph has everything that we're looking for, right? So, A, check your writing. My paragraph has a topic sentence and a conclusion. Yes or no? Number 2, my paragraph has at least 3 examples. Yes or no? And then number 3, my paragraph has complex sentences with before, after, when, or if. So hopefully all of these have been checked. And then you can always feel free to share your writing with a partner, whether it's somebody in your household, a friend, or another student, or the whole class. You can do this, share with the whole class on WhatsApp, or we can talk about it during our Zoom meetings. All right? So number 1, take turns. Read your paragraph to a partner. And then number 2, comment on your partner's paragraph. Ask your partner a question about the paragraph. Tell your partner one thing you learned. All right? So this will be a great opportunity to share, because we are moving on to some really complex things here in level 3. So it'd be great to share what you've learned. All right? All right, so let's move on. Okay, so in this lesson, lesson F, we're going to continue talking about free time, okay? And more specifically, we're talking about vacations. All right, so let's turn over to page 32. Lesson F, another view. Number 1, life skills, reading. Okay, so we're looking at a website. It is comparehotel.com. Okay, and we are looking at 2 different hotels. All right, one hotel is called the Gateway Inn. It is located on 524 Memorial Highway, Orlando, Florida. And the other hotel is Western Universal Inn, and it is located on 4617 Southland Road in Orlando, Florida. All right, so we can compare the amenities, right? So amenities are, at the Gateway Inn, we have a restaurant in the lobby. Kids eat free. That's always good. Outdoor pool, fitness center, golf nearby, free transportation to local theme parks. That's good. For the Western Universal Inn, the amenities are breakfast buffet. All right, that's buffet, not buffet. It's buffet. The T at the end is not pronounced, it's silent, so it's buffet. Outdoor pool, self-parking, free, so it's free self-parking. In-room safe, so there's an in-room safety box. You can store your things. You can lock them up. They will provide you with an iron to iron your clothes, hair dryer to dry your hair, and internet access. The Gateway Inn, distance from destinations. Theme parks are 3.5 miles away. That's fairly close. The Western Universal Inn, distance from destinations. Daytona Beach is 47 miles away. International Drive is 1 mile away. Winter Park is 8 miles away. And the theme parks are 12 miles away. Let's look at room rates. The Gateway Inn, budget room is $100 to $120. The standard room is $130 to $160. And deluxe room is $200 to $250. At the Western Universal Inn, budget room goes from $130 to $165. Standard room costs $160 to $175. And a deluxe room costs $250 to $300. And then the last row we talk about room tax. So the Gateway Inn charges 6% room tax, as well as the Western Universal Inn. This rate is usually determined by the state, so that would be consistent, being that both of them are in Florida. Alright, so that is our chart. These are our two hotels that we are comparing. Alright, so let's look at our questions here. A. Read the questions, look at the hotel information, fill in the answer. Alright. Number 1. What is the rate for a standard room at the Gateway Inn? I put down B, $130 to $160. Number 2, which is true? Which statement is true? A, the Gateway Inn is less expensive than the Western Universal Inn. B, the Western Universal is further away from the theme parks than the Gateway Inn. C, both hotels have pools. And D, all of the above. Okay, for this one I chose D, all of the above. Alright. Number 3, where can children eat free? I chose A, Gateway Inn. Alright. Now, number 4, look at the examples of amenities in the two ads. Which of the following is the best definition of amenities? Is it A, places to see near the hotels? B, things that come with the hotel? C, room taxes? D, prices of the different room types? I chose B. B as a boy. Things that come with the hotel, because they gave a good list of these things when you talk about amenities. Okay, and room tax was not one of them, right? Distance from destinations was not one of them. So for this one, I put things that come with the hotel. All right. So hopefully you got those correct. And if not, let's talk about it during our Zoom meetings, or you can send me a message in WhatsApp. Okay? All right, and then B, solve the problem. Give your opinion. Peter and Sophia went online and booked a room at the Gateway Inn 3 months before their vacation. When they arrived at the hotel and talked with the other guests, they learned that the hotel was offering a special room rate that was cheaper than the one they booked online. What should they do? Okay, so now this problem is asking you to solve their problem, Peter and Sophia's problem, okay, by giving them advice. What should they do? All right, they booked their room in advance at the Gateway Hotel or the Gateway Inn, and they found out that they could have gotten a cheaper rate. What should they do? So take some time and write down what should they do. They should, right? And then give your advice. And please share that with us. And we will move on.